done that. I know many of you run businesses without even the members of your team understanding what is happening in the organization. So sometimes they feel that they are shortchanged, right? They feel that they're not being treated right. Or now, this was something that happened. A teacher who is like an old staff, she did something within the organization, which I know that sometimes this thing happens in even big corporate sometimes. Now we all understand that when negotiating salary with the management, right? Most times this is just between you and the management because sometimes some staff will be earning higher, right? Some staff will be earning, say, just minimum, the barest minimum. Now, this at the end of there's something that my mom does as like for performance after your KPI has been appraised. Most times, incentives are given to staff, especially she does this especially for older staff. I want to talk about older staff. I mean older staff that have worked with her for say 3 years and above. Now, this incentives is not accrued to newer staff because I mean the way she runs her business, she doesn't give newer staff. She wants to see their performance for a certain period of time before giving this incentive. Now, something happened at the end of the end of the year. Things were given to this older staff as usual. Now, there's one of the old staff. Like in every organization, you can always have someone who is just a naughty person, a bad egg, right? And there's one of the old staff. What she did was, after this was given to them as older staff, she began to call the newer staff on phone to ask if they were given the same incentives. Now, some of them were saying that they were not given, right? So they were saying that they were given, right? And you know, some began to call to ask why they were not given. And because at that time, no explanation was given to say, okay, these are I mean, like there's a recent post I made where I said that you should be transparent, more transparent in your business. That is one of the things that corporate governance helps you to do, to be transparent in your business, to make sure that there's transparency. This would help to build trust, even amongst your the employees, the members of your team, right? So, and this is what happened. When this happened, and I was informed, I said, okay, we can't have a board meeting right now, but in order to ensure, because you know how staffs can be sometimes, where things happen and things are not aligning. Some staff can begin to have cold feet even while in the organization. So what I did was I told her, okay, what you're going to do is this. Probably you have to make this known to the older staff. This is only for older staffs. And there is a reason why these incentives are given for older. I had not done that. I know many of you run businesses without even the members of your team understanding what is happening in the organization. So sometimes they feel that they are shortchanged, right? They feel that they're not being treated right or treated equally. And now maybe for you, you have a reason for not treating individual staffs equally. Maybe because of certain matrices. Sometimes a staff can perform more than another staff, and you decide that okay, let me give this to the staff. Now, when the staff does not even understand the reason why this is going on, he or she may feel shortchanged, and this can lead to anarchy within the organization. So you do not want to run your organization in such a way that people within the organization does not even know or understand what is happening within the organization. Now, what we do is we train staff, esteem legal, we train staff on corporate governance matrices, we train staff on things like code of conduct, ethics within the organization. We make them to understand the way and manner in which the organization should run. And this would be beneficial to even the organization because where staffs know their roles and responsibilities, when staffs are able to understand how things are run in the organization, then and there will be no issue of, there will be nothing like that. There will be nothing like an uprising in the organization. I know that some organizations run their systems like a military zone, which ought not to be so, right? You cannot run your organization like, like you are at war. You have to be humane within the organization. When you are humane, people, it tends to help to have a ripple effect on the organization because people tend to stay longer. Yes, that's one of it. And when you have a low turnover of staff, what does this do? This would build your reputational brand because it points to even to others outside to tell them that look, this organization is an organization where they can work, where they can invest their money in, and where they can trust to do business with. I hope that this helps you to ensure that you put proper structure. Now you can reach us on the email address I'm leaving on the screen if you need a corporate governance training for your staff. It can be from members of the board or even members of the staff to engage in those kind of training. So you can reach out to get this information because information is key. Information is power. When people are not informed within the organization, the tendency for them to do whatever they like or misbehave is always certain. I hope this helps you to,